Christopher Browell. Ring it, Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again, leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. Today is the 1st of March 2025, and as you know, I've been leaving you consistent and persistent messages since the end of August 2023, now a period of over nearly 570 days that you've kidnapped my brother. I've only managed to, in that 560-day period, I've only managed to see him one time, and that one time was on the 3rd of June when he was complaining to me that he's been unlawfully kept hostage there, and as a consequence of that first interaction and a few telephone calls, now it's resulted in my brother indefinitely. I'm now having no contact with my brother ongoing indefinitely without any kind of judicial oversight. Without any kind of reprieve or any kind of independence. It's all yourself. You've just simply taken my brother because it serves your agenda and narrative. And here we are, several years later, and there's no clear understanding of how exactly have you taken my brother. What is the legal framework for you to have taken my brother in the manner that you did all those years ago? And what kind of condition are you holding him now? And what kind of legal basis are you holding him? Nothing's clarified to us. It's just simple criminality that's taken place. And it's been now 572 days. In that 572-day period, I've only managed to see my brother on one occasion, one isolated occasion, where he was quite clearly and evidently distressed and in a state of being neglected. So you can just simply state something and it can be considered true. It doesn't have to have any validity, any evidence. You're just simple statements like you're gods or something. You simply state it so, and therefore it must be so, and you just go with that. Now, it's the first day, today's the 1st of March, but it's also the first day of Ramadan. So today is the first day of our holy month of Ramadan, and my brother is a Muslim. He's my brother, and why exactly is he not allowed to be with his family? Why are we not even allowed to speak to him on the telephone anymore? What legal basis is that you're denying us? Because you obviously did let us speak to my brother on the telephone at the end of June, start of July, when I went to visit him. And then subsequently you've just ended all contact with him because you know that what you're doing is unlawful and illegal, and I've told you £1 million a day, but that seems to have no weight or bearing the costs, because you simply don't care. You simply just scoff it off as ridiculous and continue down this trajectory of denying my brother his human rights. I've just asked you the basic of questions. What legal basis are you detaining my brother under? He's not under a mental health section. You did not prove that he lacks mental capacity. That in fact I prove the contrary, that he does have mental capacity, just like my mother had mental capacity and just like my sister has mental capacity, all of which you have been trying to sabotage and derail. So I just want to know exactly what legal basis that you're holding my brother under, because as far as my understanding was, you had failed to get a capacity assessment carried out within the time frame. You were forcing the care home to get a capacity assessment carried out at expense to them. Well, that's just completely rubbish, isn't it? It was at expense to yourself. You had failed to carry out this capacity assessment even since my mother was alive. You've been desperate to carry out a fraudulent capacity assessment. All of it failed. You never carried out a capacity assessment. Not that I'm aware of, or that I'm privy to. It's just simply a railroading exercise in order to destabilise us and kidnap my brother. £1 million a day, £1 billion when you kill him off, £350 million care home that you've taken. The costs just keep on rising, don't they? And yet you're claiming to be a serial culture. It's the first day of Ramadan today. My brother has basic human rights. Alright, you can't just simply engineer a family, such as my nefarious counsel tenant sister Shaida, or your subservient Adalat, or my other older sister Halda, to save your own skin and agenda. This is all down to you, Bradford Council. You've engineered the situation as a contrivance and are hoping to get away with it. And the only way you're getting away with it is because you've got the judges and the judiciary and the High Court Justice to prostitute themselves out like a dirty little whore for your benefit, so you can achieve this, hold this agenda and narrative to show the world that you're still egalitarian and benevolent. The reality is that your judges are prostitutes. They're hoarding themselves for money that you're raising through the public purse. These are lies and deceptions that you keep on peddling, and you've become so accustomed to it by the means of kidnapping children and forcibly putting them into foster care that you think you can do the same thing with my brother. Don't be so ridiculous. My brother, whether he's in the care home or not, it doesn't negate from the care costs. Every single day, I told you before, I warned you many times, it's going to cost you £1 million a week. You didn't care. Now it's £7 million a week, £1 million a day. And you're just torturing him. So why are you refusing to speak to us? Why? How are you meeting my brother's emotional needs? How are you meeting his cultural needs? Where was his care plan? You discharged him into my care originally. Where was his care plan? Alright, there was no care plan in place. Today was a lovely sunny day. My brother should be out in the community. My brother should be enjoying so-called your city of culture, going to many events. Why is he trapped in there? Why have you locked him inside a care home and unlawfully imprisoned him? Just like you've locked away my mother from the world and unlawfully imprisoned her. She didn't go anywhere, did you? You didn't take her out anywhere. You just kept her at home.
15 seconds recording time remaining.
Okay, Mr. Browell, time is once again getting the better of us. I'll have to leave it here, but it doesn't change the situation or the narrative. You are torturing my brother on a daily basis, and there are £1 million cost liability charged every single day because of your refusal to engage with me. Today is the month of Ramadan. We have a right to be together as a family.
Sorry, your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1.
Every single day I'm supposed to leave a message
Thank you for calling.
that they simply ignore. Now, it's the first day of Ramadan, and I've rang up the care home, I've rang up everybody. Nobody seems to care, nobody seems to give a damn. My brother's rights are being violated. He's a vulnerable person. He can't speak up other than myself. I'm the greatest stakeholder, and we're going to have to spend another month of Ramadan in isolation from our brother who's been tortured and murdered, going to be murdered by these people. Completely ridiculous and horrendous.